The Galactic Council had expected soldiers. What they received instead were humans, a species the galaxy still struggled to categorize. Too adaptable to predict, too stubborn to classify, too dangerous to ignore. When the war against the Vretek hive erupted across 16 star systems, the Council sent out a universal request for high-resilience combatants. Most species assumed this meant armored infantry. Energy-shielded tacticians, perhaps a few elite psionics. Humanity sent hunters, not soldiers. Not Marines, hunters. And leading the first deployed pair were Sarah Trent and Jack Rourke. Two names the galaxy would learn to fear and admire in equal measure. Arrival on Kestrava 4 from orbit. The planet looked peaceful blue fog drifting across mountains, forests shimmering with bioluminescence. But below that beauty lurked the Vretek, a hive species. Known for consuming ecosystems within days, the Council's contingent of soldiers stood ready at the landing site when the human shuttle touched down. The ramp hissed open, and two figures walked out, not in heavy armor, but in compact adaptive suits, each carrying long, matte black weapons unfamiliar to anyone present. Sarah scanned the tree line with calm precision. Jack adjusted his wrist device and nodded once. Council Commander Telcor approached them, confused. "You are the human specialists? Where are the rest of your battalions?" Jack smiled with that unsettling human confidence. "You asked for the best? We don't bring armies. We are the army." "Two?" Telcor's crest feathers twitched in disbelief. "The Vretek number in thousands?" Sarah answered without looking at him. "Thousands is manageable." The way she said it made several soldiers step back instinctively. The first night the Vretek attacked, at dusk the alien soldiers formed defensive walls, shields up, weapons humming. Their formation was precise. Well, practice. But Sarah and Jack disappeared into the dark before the first shot was fired. The Council soldiers heard only faint sounds, rustling leaves, distant cracks, muffled thumps. No screams, no laser fire, no chaos. Silence. When dawn washed through the forest, hundreds of Vretek bodies lay arranged in a perfect circle around the camp perimeter. Jack emerged from the trees, wiping his blade clean. Sarah walked behind him, stretching her shoulders like someone finishing a morning jog. Commander Telcor stared at them in open shock. "You hunted them all night?" Sarah shrugged. "You call it hunting? We call it Tuesday." Stories around the firearm the third night. Tension among the alien soldiers eased, replaced by curiosity. One of the young reptilian auxiliaries finally approached Jack as he adjusted a weapon with rotating magnetic rods. "How did you learn to fight like this?" the alien asked. Jack gulped. "Earth's ecosystem wasn't exactly friendly. If something didn't want to eat you, it wanted to poison you, crush you, or outrun you. Humans evolved by surviving predators stronger than us," Sarah added while sharpening a portable carbon blade. "Most species here evolved on mild worlds. Earth is a death world. Everything tries to kill you." She pointed to her chest. "So we became very, very good at not dying." The aliens gathered closer, listening with both fear and awe, as if hearing folklore from a mythic warrior clan. The hive awakens on day 5. The ground trembled. Wave after wave of Vretek surged from underground tunnels, thousands, then tens of thousands. The largest swarm ever recorded. The alien troops panicked. Their defensive lines were overwhelmed instantly. Telcor yelled, "Fall back! Fall back!" But Sarah and Jack didn't retreat. They moved forward. Jack activated a drone cluster that dissolved into a cloud of metallic shards. Sarah slammed a mag stake into the ground. A rippling distortion field, expanding around her like a shimmering dome. The Vretek crashed into the humans, and the humans broke them. Jack's drone sliced through the swarm like a metallic hurricane, shredding limbs and carapaces. Sarah moved with terrifying precision, her field blade leaving clean. Impossible cuts that glowed molten red in the air. To the Council soldiers watching, the humans looked less like warriors and more like summoned natural disasters for the first time. The Vretek retreated. Jack spat out a leaf, annoyed. "They're learning. That's a problem." Sarah nodded. Good, I was getting bored. Into the heart of the hive that night, without waiting for orders, the humans went after the swarm's core. Commander Telcor protested loudly. You cannot go alone. This is suicide. Jack grinned. We're not going alone. You're staying here. Sarah winked. Besides, no one survives a hunter team. Except the people we're protecting. Then they vanished into the forest once more. What followed became legend. Deep underground, they cleared tunnel after tunnel, dodging neurotoxin clouds, ripping through armored drones, dismantling bioengineered beasts larger than starships. The Hive Queen screeched orders that caused rock walls to shatter. It didn't matter. Hunters don't stop. Hunters don't bargain. Hunters finish. When the ground above finally cracked open at dawn, Sarah and Jack climbed out of the smoking crater. Covered in dust and ichor, exhausted but alive, behind them, the Vretek hive collapsed inward, gutted completely. Sarah brushed dirt from her cheek. Queen neutralized. Jack added, hive disabled. You're welcome. Commander Telcor bowed, something his species had never done before. The galaxy asked for soldiers, he whispered reverently. But humanity sent something else. Sarah offered him a tired smile. You asked for survivors? Humans know how to survive. Jack put a hand on her shoulder. And how to make sure our friends do too. Aftermath. In the weeks that followed, word of the hunters spread like wildfire. Entire fleets broadcast their names. Planets that once dismissed humans as weak now begged for their cooperation. Some feared them. Most admired them, but everyone respected them. Sarah and Jack received formal recognition from the Council, an honor no human had ever achieved. When asked what they wanted in return, Sarah simply answered, better coffee rations? Jack nodded. And maybe a better shuttle. Ours smells like burnt bug guts. Even the Council laughed. Legend of the Hunters. Years later, young recruits would whisper stories of the night 2 humans wiped out a hive alone. Some exaggerated the stories wildly. Others downplayed them. But all agreed on one point. When the galaxy asked humanity for warriors, humanity sent the hunters. And nothing survives the hunters unless they choose it.